Welcome, time travelers. As we stand on the precipice of the past, present, and future, let's celebrate the joy and wonder of each passing moment and embrace the exhilarating ride that is the passage of time. Let's travel back in time, not to the dawn of existence, but to the moment when societies around the world first agreed on a unified system to measure time. It was started with a global agreement standardizing time established only 139 years ago, in 1884. 26 nations met in Washington, D.C. at the Meridian Conference. It established longitudes and time zones. 24 hours around the planet, and a planet with a circumference of just over 24,000 miles, means there should be a time zone every 1,000 miles. Today, the longitudes stand, but the number of time zones isn't 24, as one might think. There are 38 time zones on Earth, so theoretically we could welcome the new year 38 times over a period of 26 hours.
Happy New Year!
I'm sure you are all pleased that we won't be doing that. But yes, it's 38 time zones over a period of 26 hours. The first time zone is in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, comprising the island nation Kiribati. They celebrated the New Year 2024 at 4 a.m. here in the Central Time Zone. One by one, the time zones and cities of the world have been welcoming New Year 2024. But not every time zone is set at the top of our hour. Let me explain. Most time zones are 1 hour apart, but a few nations bend the rules a bit. Take China for instance, it's over 3,000 miles across, and it shares one time zone. That means the sun rises in eastern China about 3:43 a.m., but also rises in Kashgar Prefecture in western China at 9:47 a.m. Same day, same time zone. The greatest change in time across any border also involves China. It's the Chinese and Afghanistan border where the change is 3.5 hours. Can you imagine crossing a border at 7 p.m. and it instantly becomes 10:30 p.m.? But the strangest time zone must be in Eucla, Australia. Upon crossing the time zone border going east, one would turn their clocks ahead 45 minutes, while going west, they turn their clocks back 15 minutes, making it a quarter zone. In fact, according to the government of Australia, this time zone covers only 37 people. You might be asking yourself, where does the day officially change? Well, I have the answer. In the Pacific Ocean is the international date line. And when you cross it going from the US to Asia, you turn your clock ahead an entire day, 24 hours. But the international date line isn't a straight line from pole to pole, as you might have thought. It meanders around the ocean in between islands. Back in the late 20th century, the island nation of Kiribati changed the international date line, shoving their nation 2 hours into the new day. They did this so they could claim they were the first nation to enter the 21st century. This guaranteed them tourism dollars. However, some nations went to the UN and claimed this was not fair and that they should be stopped. But the UN decided we don't fight wars over time and clocks, and so the change was allowed. The world welcomed the 21st century, and the Line Islands of Kiribati were the first ones to do it. Today, first island to enter the new year is appropriately named Millennium Island. The change made to the international date line for the 21st century did create something rather interesting, and this is where it gets really weird and kinda confusing. The changes resulted in 2 hours each day, when 3 calendar days will exist on Earth at the same time. That's right. For 2 hours, 3 days will exist on Earth at once. In the Pacific Ocean, it will be Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday at the same moment, spanning 2 months and 2 years. For example, at the exact same moment, it's 11:30 p.m. December 31st, 2023, Pago Pago, American Samoa. 12:30 a.m. January 1st, 2024, Honolulu, Hawaii. And 12:30 a.m. January 2nd, 2024, Kiribati. 3 days, 2 months, 2 years, all at the same moment. Did you know that some people are so enthusiastic about celebrating the new year that they go to extreme lengths to do it twice in 1 year? Here's how they do it. First, they celebrate the new year in Sydney, Australia. After the celebrations, they board a private jet and fly for 10 hours from Sydney to Honolulu, Hawaii. Interestingly, due to the time difference, they arrive in Hawaii on the day before they left Sydney. This gives them the unique opportunity to ring in the new year all over again. It's quite an adventure. So, there you have it. A brief history and journey of time on Earth. It's not the most exciting topic you will ever know about, but it certainly is interesting. New Year's Eve, a threshold between the past and future, is a profound moment. The ticking clock intensifies the anticipation, each second a step towards the grand finale. As midnight strikes, we celebrate, leaving behind the past and embracing the exciting uncertainty of the future. This passage of time is not just a transition, but a momentous event, a grand conclusion to one chapter, and the thrilling start of the next. As we look back on the last 50 years of New Year's Eve countdowns in Times Square, I hope it brings back fond memories of past New Year's celebrations and sparks excitement for the upcoming evening. So, buckle up, folks. Our voyage through time, exploring the past, reveling in the present, and dreaming about the future is underway. Happy New Year, 2024.
Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Celebration. We gon' celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Everyone around the world, come on! It's a celebration.